Hey everybody, welcome back to the Friday Review. Great to be here with you. Excited to go over some brand new research that I didn't want you to miss. One on repairing the knees and how to hold off on those knee replacements. Really important, obviously, as everyone gets older and many people have knee-based issues with wear and tear. Also want to go over the latest in peptides, semaglutide, Ozempic, and more. We'll talk about that. And then, of course, our product review of the week. Product review of the week is something that I've been looking into myself, trying to get away from more of the pesticides and also what touches my skin. We'll go over that in just a moment. Before we do, I just want to make sure, of course, that you didn't miss any of the shows early in their week. We'll talk about that. And if you haven't heard, we are actually giving away not just a free trial, it's a 30-day supply of our advanced cell force. We want everyone to test this product completely free. So we are literally shipping out a $49 bottle completely free on us on all qualifying orders this week while supplies last. If you've ever thought about using creatine, well, now we've taken creatine to the next level by adding taurine, citrulline malate, and something called trimethylglycine. So not only is creatine good for the body and energy and ATP in the brain, but now you're getting a vasodilator like a citrulline malate, which is great for healthy levels of blood pressure, nitric oxide production, which goes down as you get older. You get trimethylglycine, great for inflammation and for anti-aging because it's a methyl donor. You probably heard about methylfolate and other methylated Bs. Trimethylglycine is the methyl donor. And then taurine, which is great for overall detoxification, squelching free radicals, and more. So great product. I use it every single day. It's just one easy serving per day. You can do it with your smoothie or even just during exercise or for recovery. All right, let's dive right into the show. On Monday, if you missed it, we went over why every choice is either a deposit or a withdrawal in life. I love this one because it means that you don't need to be perfect, but your decisions and your actions in life do matter. And I share how they can begin to accumulate or start to drain that bank account over time. Tuesday, hidden gut imbalances. We went over another mystery case study. So what I'm trying to do at least twice a month is go over one of our listeners' labs. And if you're watching this on YouTube, hopefully you follow along, you subscribe. We're actually doing these shows and showing you a live demonstration of their lab. We go through all of it and then also the wellness plan to help rebalance their body. All right, Wednesday's show was, should you eat before bed? We went over who should and who shouldn't. And also the understanding that there can't be this dogmatic thinking where it's all for one. What we believe in and why we've been so successful in our practice is bioindividuality. This is right for this person. This is right maybe for the majority of people, but here's who it's not right for. So we talk about intermittent fasting and who might actually do well, at least for a period of time, with a snack before bed. And what should it be? All right, the last one, yesterday's show, was the HPA lung axis, how stress and hormones impact your respiratory health. This is so important with viral-based issues, long COVID, upper respiratory issues, asthma, allergies, postnasal drip. Anybody who's more prone to that upper respiratory infection, great show for them, and how the stress and your adrenals relate to your lungs. We go over all that and much more. All these shows are available at stephencabral.com/podcasts. All right, product review of the week is a product that I've been looking at because sometimes I like to wear just a loose t-shirt to bed, something comfortable, and I want it to be organic cotton. Now, this is not a paid sponsoring like this. I share with you what I like to do in my life, what I share with my private clients, my family, my community. So that's what we're doing here. So, sometimes I'll just wear a loose-fitting V-neck t-shirt, and that's comfortable. It's loose. I can wear it, and now what I'm looking for is anything touching my body. I want it to be organic. I want it to be bamboo. I want it to be something that is not ideally loaded with microplastics or has potential pesticides. So while cotton is a great choice overall, and bamboo, of course, if you can get it organic, that's what you want. This company, I've already recommended a different company for men's underwear, men's boxers, and that's a company called Nads. This company is called Pact, and they sell men's and women's underwear, PACT. men's and women's underwear, but also now they branched out into t-shirts for like everyday wear. They have jackets. I mean, they've got all sorts of different things now. And you can find them on Amazon. You can find them really wherever. So it's PACT. It's called Packed. I bought a 2-pack of the V-neck undershirt. Now I've got it right here. But what I want to share with you about this is that it's actually way better made, like meaning like it's high quality. So I was expecting just an undershirt that I might, wear to bed. They're not cheap, but like, okay, I'm just kind of switching these out. They're going to last you years. And so when I purchased it, that's all I was expecting. This is like a white V-neck tee you could just wear out. This is more that style of t-shirt. And because it's 95%, looked it up, organic cotton, and it's GOT certified, which is one of the highest levels of organic certification. It is carbon neutral. It's all the things, right? So like they do things by the book, which is great. The one thing I wasn't expecting though is they make their underwear, they make their t-shirts, they make everything with 5% elastane. The elastane is a nice touch because it helps it keep its form. So like sometimes when you wear cotton, it just stretches out and it looks really worn, sometimes really fast. That is the downside of like straight cotton, is that it's going to stretch and wear. And then by the end of like an hour or 2 hours, like it's pretty worn, right? It's pretty amazing because it is, a clean material, but it's going to keep its size even when I've been wearing it to bed. So it's a little bit more form-fitting than I would like for bed. And so what I would say is this: go up a size if you want it to fit loose. If you want it to fit like for your body, then you can choose your regular size, and it's going to be a little bit more fitted. Really high quality, definitely the cleanest that I've seen. And so happy to share that with you. If you're someone that wants undershirts, underwear, or even going out, it's probably worth giving them a check out. One of the reasons why I love being able to promote these companies, again, not a sponsorship, is because I like to promote companies that are doing good for we humans, exposing us to less toxins. And of course, I think all of that should be applauded because it's much harder to do than providing cheap supplements, cheap clothing, cheap, whatever it might be, right? That's what it's all about. So it'll most likely go on my favorites page. You can find all of my favorites at stephencabral.com/resources. All right, let's get into our research of the week. There is a brand new, as of 4 weeks ago, lawsuit. Over 2,000 lawsuits now have been filed against Ozempic's manufacturer, alleging that the company failed to adequately warn users and doctors about the risk of severe side effects. Remember, your medical doctor is not looking up all the side effects of the drugs they give you. Just to let you know, they're not looking up all the side effects. So just be careful when being prescribed medication. Look up the side effects for yourself. You may need it, but at least be aware of what potential side effects there are. So if you start to feel these things, even if it's 3 months after taking the medication, you can say, oh, this is a potential side effect. I should know about this. Legal analysts estimate the total liability could exceed $2 billion due to the scale and severity of the reported injuries. The key allegations, I'm not going to go too deep in this because I've already talked about this months and months ago on all of the side effects of Ozempic. So they're talking about stomach paralysis. They're talking about delayed stomach emptying, constipation, chronic nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, dehydration. And then I'm sure there's much more as well. Ileal blockage is the newest one. So an intestinal blockage. Lawsuits claim that the drugs can cause intestines to stop working properly, leading to blockages that may require emergency surgery. In September 2023, the FDA added a warning for ileus to Ozempic's label based on post-market reports. That means just like when you're looking at the intestines, I don't have my buddy Walter here with me, is that when you look at the intestines, it basically goes from the small intestine to large intestine, and right as the small intestine is about to empty out into the large intestine, which is the last 5 to 6 feet before the stool leaves your body, that's called the ileum, and then the cecum is right beside it. So basically, right as the ileum is about to remove the waste from the small intestine to get into the large intestine, there's a block there, and it's most likely, I have to wait for the research to come out, in what's called the ileocecal valve. It may not be opening, which is causing the stool to back up, and your stool, your bowel movements are 50+% bacteria. So you don't want that backing up in your body. Anyway, I'm going to keep it at that, but we have to be careful about this because they're starting to look at other health issues such as gallbladder disease, potentially pancreatitis, potentially kidney damage. There's some reports, maybe even that it might affect your thyroid or thyroid cancer. You've now heard about Ozempic face. You've talked about, you've heard about all these things. So again, I've said before, it's fine to have Ozempic and these other semaglutide-based drugs, but pharmaceuticals should be used in life-saving conditions. So if someone is 300 plus pounds and they're 5'8", well, this might save their life. And I've never said that there isn't a time and place for pharmaceuticals. There are. But when people have like 20, 30, 40 pounds to lose, and they're using these drugs, it could cause some serious issues. So something to think about. There are more natural alternatives, such as special forms of berberine, others such as curcumin and gingerols and much more. You can check those out with a system called the GLP-1 tone system. It's not the right fit for everybody, but it is an all-natural way to boost your own GLP-1s by about 95%. So basically doubling your own GLP-1s produced in your body. You can check those out, of course. I can't link them up, but you can find them over at Equalife if you want to check it out. All right, research number 2 for the day is on knee replacements, which unfortunately many people will have to have one or both knees replaced over time. Luckily, the surgery is, I can't say that it's too much less invasive. It's a little less invasive. It's still one of the more challenging ones, like the rotator cuff. It takes a couple months of rehab, unlike the hip, which is much faster. So the goal is stave off knee replacements as long as you can. And I'll talk about how in just a moment. And if you do have to have a replacement, how to make the recovery faster and less painful. All right, let's dive right into it. This was published on or out of the University, Healthy Aging, University Health News. Okay, so let's check this out. Knee replacement can be a step for many people based on osteoarthritis, which is literally breaking down where the femur meets the fibula and tibia below. But you might, I'll cut to the chase. I'll make this hopefully a little bit more fascinating. I love this stuff, but you may not want to read all the research. So one of the ways that you're able to extend the life of the knee, even if the cartilage is broken down, is by keeping it in proper alignment. And the way that you do that is strengthening the hamstrings, which are the muscle behind the thigh, and the front of the thigh right above the kneecap, which are called the quadriceps muscles. There are 4 of those, but there are other muscles that work with them. If you can strengthen those muscles and keep them balanced, the leg is actually less prone to twisting, and you're able to keep more of the force, tension of the body weight on your muscles rather than the skeletal system like your knee. So here's what it says. Having a higher ratio of quadriceps to hamstring volume has been associated with 80% lower risk of needing total knee replacement. That's huge. 80%, right? 80% lower risk. So what do we need to do? We can do things like thigh extensions, sit to stand, which is really a squat, right? Those are absolutely what is best. And other things that I recommend are a step up. Now, again, you can start at a low step and work your way up, but somewhere between like 8 and 15 repetitions per leg. Take it easy, stay balanced, even hold on to something, but don't pull yourself up with it for balance. All of those things are great. But what happens is a lot of these muscles around the knee, the quadriceps, the thigh muscles, they just get weak over time. The reason they get weak over time, we sit. That's the thing. We become sedentary animals, sedentary beings over time, and we stop using these muscles. Believe it or not, they are used when you walk. They help to break the body. It's not the only thing you want to do. You want to do at least 2 days a week of strength training, but don't think of it like you have to get under a barbell and squat heavy weight. You want to work your way up to bodyweight squats, sitting down to a chair and standing back up. All of that's fine, or a bench, something stable. And then if you can, and I did this with all my clients, even into their 70s, I had them do one-legged squats. Now, were they going very low at first? No, but I would have them go to where they can, stand back up on one leg. Why? Because they're working to such a greater degree that way. And I would have them do it barefoot, no shoes. So they're strengthening all the muscles from the ground up. If you meet with a personal trainer or a good just like functioning, conditioning individual, and they have you doing that, you know that you're in good hands. They are working from the ground up, which is how we want to work as human beings. And they're working on what's called essentially the entire chain of the body. So we've got a front and we've got a back. It's called the anterior chain and the posterior chain, and they're making sure that it's balanced. You can do cone touches on one leg. All of these things are phenomenal. I have lots of older podcasts on all of this, but finding great training routines, staying safe, starting slow can help you to reduce your chance of a knee replacement by 80%. Pretty amazing. Hopefully all this was helpful. I will link up the research at StephenCabral.com/3535. Again, that's StephenCabral.com/3535. Looking forward to chatting with you tomorrow on our Cabral House Calls, where we answer all of our community's questions. Take care. Thanks so much for tuning into today's show. Before you go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I want to make sure that you're getting our daily content, not missing out on anything. Functional medicine, wellness, weight gain, weight loss, anti-aging, living longer, stronger, and all of the most cutting-edge research. And if there's any topics you want to hear, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Take care.